So in this video, I will be explaining how to use loop block in integration procedures. Yeah, if see here under groups we have loop block. So let's take one use case. So let us assume I'm having two lists. This is list one. This is list two. So I want to compare list one with list two, and if element is not present, then I need to take those record out. So here ID1, ID2, ID3. Otherwise, name 1, name 2, name 3 is there. In list 2 also, name 1 is there, name 100, 200. So if you compare list 1 with list 2, only name 1 got matched. So if it is matched, I don't want to take that record. If it is not matched, then I want to take those records. Now here name 2. Name 2 we don't have same record in name list 2. So I want to take this name 2 and name 3 in the output. So you need to compare list 1 with list 2 and take elements that are not present in list 2. So here name 2, name 3 not there in list 2. So here I want to compare only name. I don't bother about whether ID is presented or not, but I will take only name. So this is the input for my integration procedure loop block. So I just create a new integration procedure here. Go to preview. This sheet is stuck. Let me refresh this page. Yeah. So my input for integration procedure is ready. Now I will drag loop block here. So what I'm planning to do here is, so I will iterate over each record in list one, and I will filter this list two while iterating. Let us assume while iterating I got name one this record. So I will take name one and look into this list two. So I will filter list two where name equal to this name one. So if it is matches, then I will not take that record. If there are no matches, then I will take that record. So this is a loop block. So for this loop block, you need to pass your input. So loop list. So here you need to pass your input. My input is list one, because by using loop blocks, you can iterate over list of records. So I want to iterate over these records. Okay. So this is my loop list one. So while iterating, now I will place one set values action here. So while iterating, how this will come is in the first iteration. In the first iteration, there will be no array element here. In the first iteration, this is the record you will get. So if I want to access name, list one colon name. If you want to access ID, list one colon ID. So while iterating, at a time it will give only one record. So for that record elements you can access by using list one. This is node name colon element node. So set values one. Now here I want to filter list two. So let's take filter val. So now I want to filter. So what I want to filter? I want to filter list 2, list 2. What is the filtering criteria? My filtering criteria will be name equal to filter this list where name equal to is nothing but currently iterated record. So suppose if I'm iterating this record, what is the name? Name 1. How can you access that name 1? By using list 1 colon name. So name equal to, so here I'm passing dynamic values to filter criteria. So how we will access? Name equal to list 1 colon this name. So if you want to make this name as a dynamic, so put plus symbol 1 here, after 1 plus symbol, single quote, before 1 single quote. So now it will filter. For each iteration, it will filter list 2 where name equal to currently iterated name. The first iteration, it will filter where name equal to name 1. So it will give one record, right? Now I will use one more set values. So record. So when it should execute? If set values 1 is blank, that means if set value 1 is blank, that means list 1 for one record in list 1, there is no corresponding record in list 2. At that time, this will give null. If it is null, that means element is not present in list 2. So I want to take that record. So set values should execute when is blank of set values 1 colon this filter value. If it is blank, then only I want to execute set values to action. So is blank. So is blank, it will return true. If it is true, this action will execute. So if it is true, then I want to take currently iterated record. How you can take currently iterated record? Just take list 1. Just specify list 1. Under list 1, this entire record, you will get it. So list 1. So now here one more additional loop output. Now you are iterating over this loop. You are processing some logic. So if you want to take output, then you can specify additional loop output. My output will be final records. Where final records will be stored? Set values to here my desired output will be stored, right? So you have to give this one. So set values to, how can you put that one here? Set values to colon record. This is the my output. Now, so for this loop block, this is my input. Once loop block processed my records, then output will contain output is I'm storing in this variable set values to. So the output I'm taking here final records will be stored in set values to record. Now I will use one response action. How to access this final records now? This output simple loop block one again this name colon final records response action return only additional output result. My key will be result and my data where data is available final records under loop block 1 final records. So loop block 1 final records. Block 1 final records. Yeah. Now let's execute, preview it. Execute. So result is there. Only ID2, ID3 came. See for ID2, for name 2, there is no matching record. So it is coming in output. Similarly, name 3 is not there in this list. It is coming. But if you see here one more coming empty. Why it is coming empty? So it will iterate over each record. Name 1 presented. So if it is presented, then it will give empty. Why? Because if we go here, oh sorry, in the properties, so loop block set values 1. So it will give after filtering list 2, it will give some value. That value I'm storing here. And the same record, I will be taking output. So for first iteration, name 1 already is there, right? At that time, it will not. So at that time, so is not blank. It will evaluate false. But if it is evaluate false, same is taking. So in the here set values to record, it will give empty. That's the reason it is coming. Okay. So name 1 is matched, but to name 2, name 3, there is no corresponding records in list 2. So those came. Now I want to remove this one. So if you want to see how loop block will execute in the backend, language JSON. This is my output. Forgot about this one. Here loop block 1. Loop block 1. This is first record. First record name 1. First record is name 1. Name 1 there is element in list 2. So final records is null. For second iteration, final records is giving name 2. Final record is nothing but loop output. If you see here, final records is nothing but loop output. For each iteration, it is showing what is your output loop output. First iteration, there is no record. Second iteration, name 2 is there. Third iteration, name 3 is there. Yeah, so in the output, it is giving in the output I'm fitting those final records. Now my next task is I want to remove this one. So if you want to remove, you can use one data wrapper transform for removing this one. So let's create one data wrapper transform. Where is this data mappers? From Studio Data Mappers, open link in new tab. Sorry, it's already opened here. So create one data transform. Remove empty records. Transform, save. So how you want to pass data to input data to your transform? Let us assume I will pass in this way. One node will be there, data. Under here, I will pass that record. So same thing, I will data colon ID goes to ID. Similarly, data colon name goes to name. So if you pass a list of records, then data wrapper transform know how to loop over those list of records. So now I will place one data transform action here. So let's refresh this page. So that newly created data wrapper transform will be available here. So name will be remove empty records. So I want to send input, send only additional input. My node will be data. Let's execute one more time. Data and where data is currently available. This is my data loop block 1 colon final records. So I will send this input to my data wrapper transform loop block 1 colon final records. This is the this is the input I am passing to my data wrapper transform. And what is the node I am passing? Under data. Now execute, preview it. So if you see here, data mapper transform action 1. Now it is given output. So here it removed this empty record and remaining two records it's given. And what is the input I'm sending? I'm sending input node called data under entire this result I'm sending as input to my data wrapper transform. Now I want to return just this data wrapper transform action 1 in the response action. So instead of final records, I will return data output of this data wrapper transform action. Now preview it. See here result name to name 3K. it as JSON. If you include one more record, name, now execute, this record also should come. Yeah, in this way you can use loop block. So inside loop block, you can put all these actions here, what and all actions available you can place inside loop block. If you want to take output of loop block, then you need to specify that configuration here, additional loop output. If it is one record, it will give an object format. If it is multiple records, it will give array format. Yeah. So in upcoming videos, I will show some more examples on loop block 1. Yeah. Thanks for watching.